All right, everyone, Maang Hapon. So I'm off to listen to a seminar on retirement visas for to get you guys some more information as well. And let's go. All right, everyone. I'm at the retirement event for the retirement visas here, and I'm over here at the Maayo Hotel, and let's figure out what's going on, what information they have about the retirement visas. All right, guys, this is the next day after the invitation to go hear about the special resident retirees visa. And so what I learned is you have to be 50 years old. At this point, they are working on lowering the age right now, but it's not yet been lowered. So whether you are, retired already early or whatever, you still have to be 50. Whether you're military, you still have to be 50. So this is what the SSRB requirements are. You have to be 50 years old or above. For if you're receiving a pension, the deposit for the bond will be needed to be sent from outside of the Philippines. So wherever you're from, whether it's the US, Europe, or wherever, it'll have to be sent from outside the Philippines to a Philippine bank, which they can help you get this bank, and this will be in US dollars. So if you have a pension, it's 10,000 US dollars, and it will remain in US dollars. And the requirement pension, I forgot to ask, it's between 800 to $1,000 per month. For the without a pension, so you're retired or you're able to just come over without a pension, you need to have 20,000 US dollars, and that's without a pension at all. If you are ex-military, again, you still have to be 50 years old according to what they said last night. And good news for you guys who are ex-military, it's only $1,500 for your for the bond, basically. So $1,500 deposited into a US dollar bank account, and you're not allowed to touch this unless you are converting it over to a condo buy or a long-term lease of house and lot. Then you can convert that over to that. But besides that, you cannot touch even a penny of it. All right, and the processing fee to have this done is $1,400, a one-time processing fee. And if you have dependents, either your wife coming from the abroad as well, or your children under 21 and not married, the dependents are $300 for the processing fee. Now there is an annual fee of $360 for this, but once this is processed and everything is good, you get a permanent stamp in your passport, and so there won't be any problems leaving or coming into the country. They'll give you a card, a permanent card too, kind of like an ACR card, but not necessarily. And then you'll have no issues coming in and out of the country. So think about these things as you are considering retiring. Um, you can contact me or whatnot. We can see what we can do. For, talk to people that I know here and see what's going on. Feel free to ask any questions. I went to ask questions for you guys as well as to let me know what's going on with all of these things. But at this time, they haven't lowered the age from 50 down, but they are working on it. And I don't know the legalities behind all of that either. Now, before you start this process, you can't be on the 13A visa. You need to be on the tourist visa. So if you are on a 13A and want to transfer to this visa, you need to convert it back to the tourist visa. You need to have at least 2 months, a 2 month stamp on it, or so that you can stay here 2 months while all of this is being processed. And when you go through this process, they'll give you a checklist of what exactly needs, what paperwork you'll need, like police clearance. For us in the U.S., it's, I guess, more like an FBI clearance or whatnot. Let me see here. So these are just a few things to think about as you are thinking about coming over here to the Philippines. Now on this visa, you still won't be able to own land. You can own a condo. You can do a long-term lease as well. I do have a real estate friend that might be able to help you out with these things as well as possibly putting land in trusts as well. We'll see what we're working on to think about these things. But yeah, go ahead and feel free to comment or think about these things. Definitely, you got to be 50 and above. But I mean, if you got the cash, I think this is a good way to go to get your permanent visa, because a little bit less hassle and all of that, and you're permanent. You also get $7,000 exemption for transporting your things from overseas over here to the Philippines. That's a one-time thing. Yeah, feel free to ask questions, or if you want my contact with the real estate broker that I trust, I'll give you his contact information as well. But especially if you are retired military, I mean, for me, I'd be probably paying $20,000. So if you are retired military and you're only paying $1,500 for the bond, that's sweet, man. That's $1,500 plus the processing fee to process all of this. So until next time, guys, feel free to ask questions, comment, and see you guys in the next one.